Hey, welcome to the Phantasma Biblical Journey with James and Webb, part of endtimesteacher.com, and we're at my home in Western North Carolina, and I've got Webb on the phone. That's part of the journey of it. I call him when he's on his way home from work, and we chatted up, and it's just such good conversations that why not make a show about it. And we talk a lot about what's in the news, or end times Bible news, and just things that the Spirit has kind of brought to our hearts or whatever. And I was talking to Webb the other day. Webb, you there?
I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Yep. And Webb is driving, so we're going to be kind to him if he needs to handle the driving stuff. But I was sharing about how I lost my grandfather the other day, and how it was just hard for me. And Webb was just really telling me, get outside and praying. What were you telling me, Webb?
My recommendation for grief was to go outside in the early morning or the late evening when the sun is about to set or has just risen and is low in the sky, and look towards the sun and let that deep colored light into your eyes. It produces serotonin and helps ward off depression. And so I was recommending that you go do that as a way to ponder the life of your loved one, and to sort of just spend time alone in nature with the birds, and sort of say hello or say goodbye to the day. Yeah.
And it's here we had in my neck of the woods, we had freezing rain last night, and we've got a fully overcast day, and it's on a little bit on the chilly side. And I'm just thinking, Lord, you want me to just enjoy this, and this is what you have brought for me today, to just enjoy like an overcast day. Lots of pretty trees and lots of overcast skies. So, one thing we were talking about the other day was luck. Like, there really, I don't know if there's a good enough definition for luck. An occurrence that is fortuitous, fortunate, serendipity type of thing. Like, oh, this is great. I wasn't expecting this. Or, sometimes there's a system of like, I've got my lucky number, and every time I use my lucky number, good things happen. And one thing I was thinking about was, Haman, in the book of Esther, he drew lots to figure out the day that he would use to be his lucky day to murder all the Jews in the Persian Empire. And like, he had a system, and he thought that it would be the guarantee the success of his endeavor by he drew a 13, so he counted that into his this is the day we're gonna do it. And God shows him up by having Mordecai save the king, and he has to parade Mordecai right before he's trying to get him and all the Jews murdered. So, I mean, God has his providential thing to come back. So, Webb, what are some of your thoughts?
I'd like to make a distinction between luck and chance. I think that chance is just letting the numbers or letting the lot fall on someone, like drawing straws or flipping a coin. the outcome is arbitrary, and you know it's arbitrary, so you leave it to chance. And so you flip a coin, and the statistics of coin flipping is roughly 50-50. So you know that you're giving yourself a 50-50 chance, and that's totally different than the concept or the belief system that comes with the idea of luck. Luck is something more cosmic, where you think that you, by having the right numbers present or wearing the right socks or something, you're actually going to bring about success or protection, and that's much more superstition. That's much more about believing that you can influence the outcome by numbers and coincidence, serendipitous sort of things, like, oh, look, there's there it is, the green socks again. That means that I should marry this person or something. That's different than flipping a coin to see who should play first in a football game.
Right. Yeah, that makes it total random chance. But there's no creative element in chance. It doesn't create anything. It just leaves it to possibilities. And there's quantum possibilities in the quantum realm, where you have a percentage chance of it being one or the other, in location, and you'll never know the speed or the velocity of that particle, or vice versa, and it's really a distribution field of possible energy states and all this stuff. That's at the most basic elemental level. It's kind of there's probability in it. So that, our world does kind of have a probabilistic working to it on that level. And I don't know if the universe can be created because of that, but that's how it works. But it doesn't create anything. It doesn't have any force of creation. Yeah,
but I think the idea of good luck and bad luck it's a tough thing to describe, because even in Christendom, being believers in Jesus, we do see that there's a thing of favor, and there's a thing of walking in the blessings of God, and letting those bring fortune and protection to your life, and prayer bringing protection to your life. So in a way, the unbeliever would say that's the same as superstition. So we play into the unseen realm that way, right. And we participate in what we can't see. And to the unbeliever, superstition and tarot cards and good luck charms work in the same way and in the same realm.
Right.
And in that place, I would make a distinction between the soul realm and the spiritual realm. And Watchman Nee has a lot to say about the distinction between the two. What do you think of those two realms, James?
About the soul realm and the spirit realm? I think,
how would you define the difference between them?
I think the soul realm is, it could be totally anything. I think that there's a possibility of even, just inexplicable, happening in your soul of, I just want to be happy today. No matter what comes my way, I'm just happy. Or like, I'm upset. I'm really I don't know. It's just a bad day. And it's the mind, will, and emotions, and I think that's what makes us, like, we're free agents. We can't be tied into an established programming. And if something programs us, then it's kind of stealing our soul. If something is like, my show's on. Gotta watch it. Gotta watch it. Gotta watch it. I don't know why. It's a great show, but like I have an impulse. I've got to watch this show. Like I'm gonna, icy roads be like, I don't care about. I'll get into a car accident. I just got to watch the show. And I think marketing has something to do with that. But taking away our on that level, taking away our soul of, I don't, it's up to me.
It sounds like you're talking about the free will.
Yeah.
That what makes us human is that we have free will.
Yeah, an agency.
That if you think that your luck, that you should not do this or you should do that, and because of the luck involved, that's good luck, that's bad luck. If you break a mirror, then you have bad luck. So you can't, and if you get deeper and deeper into that worldview, then you're no longer free. You're captured, and you're serving your idea of luck.
Yeah.
If I really want my team to win, then I have to do all these things, and you've created a religion out of your superstition and your need for good luck, and you don't have free will anymore.
Yeah.
That's the soul realm. Whereas the spirit realm, who the Son has set free is free indeed.
Right.
And there's a freedom in truth, and there's a freedom, and walking in the freedom of the Spirit is just the opposite of the superstition of luck. It's actually saying, I'm free of like karma. I'm free from karmic cycles.
Right.
I'm free from having to work that out, because if there is such a thing as karma, Jesus has paid my karma. He paid for my debt to the universe, and I can actually walk free. And you have restored your free agency, your free will, your soul. And he's purchased the soul.
He's purchased it and set it free, because we attribute things to karma, but really karma is a vicious cycle. It's a circle of karma, and you may ascend up the circle, but I don't know if there's, like the nirvanic goal, right, is to get out of karma, to get out of that circle. But to me it seems like a pipe dream, but Jesus, having perfect love and perfect sacrifice and being the perfect Lamb of God, he can break us free from the patterns of this world. And yeah,
I gotta go, James.
Okay,
you're awesome.
We'll
keep it real.
We had a great conversation, and I'm glad you talked with me, and we had a great show. Thank you, Webb.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Catch you on the flip side. All right, so that's how the Phantasma Biblical show really goes, because I knew there are certain times that I can call Webb and we can get into these conversations, and like why not share these conversations? So I'll be doing another one very soon, and if you liked this conversation, this journey on that Webb and I are doing and want to be part of it, you can comment, like, and subscribe, and you can share it with your across your social media platforms. Continue the conversation. All right, I'm saying goodbye.